We'd like to dedicate this video to our patrons. We have some new ones to thank. We have Terry, not sure where you're from, please let us know. Brian and Renee from Arizona. Charlie, not sure where you're from, send us a message. And we have Wade from Mexico, longtime supporter of ours. We love your tattoo, thank you so much. We have Ken and Jan, who are world travelers. We're so inspired by what you're doing currently. And the Golding family from the Cayman Islands, thank you so much.
We appreciate you guys sticking with us through these hard times. We look forward to getting back out on the road.
We are still in Chicago. We have not made videos in a while now. It's been so long, so it's hard to come back to that.
You can probably tell we're a little crusty, not flowing very well, but we're gonna do our best, so bear with us. This one's gonna be a little bit unscripted.
Going raw. We're gonna make a raw video.
And dirty.
Not dirty.
Okay, well, unedited, that's what I mean by.
Less edited.
Yeah.
As some of you may or may not know, my father went through a stroke a few weeks ago now, and we had to fly back to Chicago from Panama because family first. Family first, and it's been a lot. We're not going to go into the details of it, but it's been a lot to go through. It's heart-shattering to watch your parents age, and yeah.
I'm sure a lot of you have experienced something like this. Those of you that haven't, brace yourself. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. We're being pulled in multiple directions. Sometimes we don't know which way to go, which way's up, which way's down. We're just basically been taking it day by day, and sometimes you have to even dial it back to hour by hour. That's how our life has been since we have returned to the United States. It took a little bit of an adjustment returning to the US.
Yes.
It feels different. Feels different than it did a year and a half ago. We're kind of back into the flow of things now, just in time to leave to go back to Panama. But that's how life goes.
What else do we want to address that people have been asking about? People wondering about the van. We have made it to the Overland Embassy. That's where we've been parked. They have a little campground there.
We've been trying to get the van ready for the Darien Gap crossing. We've been measuring it to make sure it fits in a shipping container. I did an oil change. I need to take it to a mechanic shop to get some front end work done. The van's been all closed up, sitting there in the humid heat of Panama, so we're not sure what we're going back to. There's definitely gonna be some mold and who knows what else. But everything's on hold right now because we want to see what happens with AuBrey's dad. He's now out of the hospital and out of rehab. He returned back home a few days ago, and we've seen improvements every day he's been home, so things are looking up.
I'd like to end this video by sharing a personal story of mine. My dad has worked his whole life. He spent over 40 years at the same job, a recycling company, a paper mill. And growing up, he would leave me little chocolates, little packets of peanuts on my dresser in my childhood bedroom, from the business trips he'd go on, from the airplanes he would return from. And up until a few weeks ago, Dad was still working. My dad is 85 years old, still working full time. He's now working at a grocery store, and he loves it, and I love that for him. So growing up, I tore a piece of paper out of a notebook, and I wrote down one sentence on it, and I signed my name, and I left it on his bed. And all it said was, "Work to live, don't live to work. Love, AuBrey." I've been looking at my dad ever since we've come back here, and I'm trying to understand life through his eyes when I look at him, and I'm still trying to understand it all and what lessons I'm supposed to be learning. And that's it. The point of the story is work to live. Whatever that means to you, you got to do it. Go where you're noticed. Go where you find unconditional love.
Go to where you're happy.
Yeah, wherever you're happy. And it looks different for everybody. You got to stay motivated. So Dad, if you're watching this, keep motivated, stay strong. You got this. If anybody has any messages you want to leave Dad, leave them in the comments, because anything helps.
Any inspiration, words of advice, it all helps a lot. You got this.
You got this.
No, there's no wrong thing to say.
Yeah. About an hour after we recorded all of that, we went over to Mom and Dad's house to see if they wanted lunch. And about 10 minutes after we walked in, Dad became unresponsive. And this amazing man right here called 911. And we were back at the hospital. It's been about 5 days now, and probably the worst 5 days of my life. At one point, both Mom and Dad were in the hospital at the same time. I was running between floors to make sure everybody was okay. And again, some of the worst days of my life. Repeating that because that's what plays through my head, but also I would not have wanted to be anywhere else.
We were actually going over to her parents' house to tell them that we were planning on leaving in 4 days. And we didn't get to that part, which I'm glad. We hadn't made any plans or anything. We've been going with the flow this whole time, and that's all you can do. In times like this, you can't have a plan. You can have a plan, but it'll self-destruct within an hour or a day or a minute.
We found out after bringing him to the hospital that he was, in fact, having another stroke. And this time it was a major stroke. It was now on the left side of his body. So he couldn't move, couldn't talk, he could only look at you. And that's the hardest thing. That's the hardest part, and the thing that I can't get out of my head. And what I learned the most is if you have something to say to somebody, you need to say it. You need to say it right now, because you might not have time left to do it. And it's all a blur to me, but Dad passed away yesterday.
The last 5 days have been hard for everyone, especially for him and everyone that loved him, still loves him.
I need to finish the story that I started. When we recorded this, I told you that I left that note on his bed when I was younger. And what I've realized since we've been back here and we have gone to the store where he worked, my dad actually got, I'm going to call it promoted to be the greeter at the front of the store, saying hi to people as they came in and saying bye as they left. And that position is the most important position at any place of business, because you are the first impression on the way in and you leave a lasting impression on the way out. And I believe that Dad did work to live. He was going there and making connections with all the people. Everyone I've met, his customers, the manager, they know everything about him. He would come there with photographs of his family and share all these stories about us that we didn't even know he was doing. He would say, my dad's really soft-spoken, really quiet, kind of shy. That's why I was surprised. I was surprised to go to the store to learn that he's talking all the time about everybody in the family. Crazy. There's 11 of us, if you didn't know. He had six boys, 5 girls with my mother. One of the stories he told us about was there's this little girl that comes in the store and she'll find him. She always tries to look for him, and she'll wrap her arms around his legs. And her mom would say, I don't know why she does it, but she just holds on to him. And I got it wrong. The paper mill, it was 55 years at the paper mill, and now 10 years at the grocery store.
Whoa.
Yeah. Never stopped working. 5 weeks ago, he was working 6-hour days, 5 days a week, full time, at 85.
Because he wanted to.
Because he loved the people. Because it's about noticing people and being noticed in return. And I never know where I stand as far as religion goes, but I like to believe that it wavers all the time. But I'd like to believe that Dad is somewhere greeting people at the gates of heaven. That's what I picture in my head. I just see him there saying hi to each person coming in with a big smile. So yeah, here we are. I don't know when we're leaving yet. I don't know when we're leaving. I've never been through anything like this before. If anybody has anything they want to share about how you move forward, I really appreciate it. Did not think this video was going to go this way. I am, again, so sorry that it took so long to put a video out. Things happened in an instant, and it just feels different. It feels different now, and I don't know what to do with it. Dad loved watching these videos, loved it. He would pace the floor. Mom said he would be pacing the floor like, hey, it's Sunday, 9 a.m., where's the video? So we're going to keep making them. We're making them for Dad, making these videos. Another fun thing, I don't know, I'm just talking here. I'm ranting now because, I'm not ranting, I'm rambling, because that's what you do when you are grieving, I guess.
Grieving, processing. We don't even know what we're doing.
Yeah, so Dad loved race cars. Loved it. Drove race cars growing up. His dad raced cars. My brothers raced cars. And my nephews have raced race cars. They always use the number 5 all the time. Dad died on October 5th, 2025 at 10:55 a.m. at 85 years old. So the 5 is just lucky number 5.
It's embedded in the family.
Yeah, it's our thing.
It has always been a thing.
Yeah. So again, work to live. Whatever you do, work to live. Because you got to work at something. People are either working at losing weight, you're working at making money, you're working at trying to go on that vacation. You have to work for something. But working to live, I think, is the best choice. You got anything else? What do you got? I'm surprised I held it together.
You did good.
Yeah, I think I'm cried out. It's been something.
It feels like it's been forever, but then you go through the calendar and you count the days and you're amazed at like 5 days or 6 days or whatever. It's felt like eternity.
And yet an instant.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just your perspective changes.
We were just talking to him the other day, and now he's not here.
But 12 hours a day at the hospital wears on you. We basically have been showing up when visiting hours starts and leaving when they're shutting down the lights and kicking everybody out, just to go home and prepare to do it all over again the next day.
Yeah, and that last night, I stayed the night at the hospital with Mom. I helped Mom stay with Dad in this teeny tiny room, but I wanted to make it happen for her, and I will never forget those hours.
It's a good thing you did. It was your last chance.
Yeah.
And you don't know. You don't know it's your last chance. So if you want to do something, don't wait. If you want to say something, don't wait.
Yeah, I've learned so much.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say it. We love you. Each and every one of you, we love you. Thank you for the support. Thank you for all the patience you've had with us. I'm surprised there's even a single person left watching any of these videos or reaching out, because it's been so long.
Yeah. And we don't really know when we're going to be getting back onto whatever schedule we might getting back onto. We're here for a little bit longer, just to kind of wrap up some loose ends.
Everything's gotten behind on all our other stuff, and
we don't have a date picked of when we return to Panama. So just know that we're doing our best. We're trying our hardest. We have not forgotten about you guys. Hopefully you haven't forgotten about us. We know you understand. So thank you very much.
Yeah, and thank you for you guys still buying the shirts.
Yeah.
It's been awesome. So cool.
But we are excited to get back to whatever we left. It's been so long, we don't even know.
I just hope the van's still there. We don't know. I have no idea.
Well, if the van's not there, then we'll get a motorcycle.
There you go. What else you got? Anything?
I don't know. We'll probably just leave you guys with a die living.
Die living for sure.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see.
We covered a lot. Or you covered a lot.
I hate that he's not going to get to see us finish
Babe,
the Pan American Highway.
that's not true. He's watching down on us. He's watching us live now. He doesn't have to wait for Sundays for a video to come out. He's right there. You'll see. He'll be there every day. And he'll be waiting at the finish line for us.
I just wish I could have one more conversation.
I know.